we'll be evicted. And we won't have any choice, we'll be evicted. And we'll have to leave this place, we'll be evicted. We know nothing lasts forever. Evicted. I guess in the larger scheme of things, places we live are like the lives we lead. Transitory, temporary, hellos and goodbyes. And a long-term lease is not that long. And one day we'll close our eyes for good and be evicted. I know there will come a day when I'll be evicted. And I'll have to leave this place, I'll be evicted. And I won't have any say, gonna be evicted. You know nothing lasts forever. Evicted.
Ouch.
That song really hurt, man.
I was gonna say how pretty you make that pain.
It's so prickly feeling.
Thank you, yeah, it's like, evicted. I'm getting kicked out of my apartment. No rent control on evicted.
There's a certain irony to it
Yeah.
all.
Well, you know, it's funny. I don't know. You know, Robin Hitchcock, hats off. He's a guy who has like happy tunes with really
Right.
broad, stereo lyrics. But it's a little bit like that. You know, I don't know where these come from. I don't plan them. I'm not trying to sound. You asked about songwriting. I'm not trying to sound like anybody.
Right.
It's
So
okay, I hate you.
Okay, thank you. When people ask me what it sounds like, I have no idea. So you have to tell me what this is. I mean, I think I advertise myself as an indie folk or
Right.
alt Americana or some hybrid terminology. you
Yeah,
know.
the last few weeks I've been trying to introduce you, and all I could say is a good old guitar player with a tenor voice.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
How am I doing on time?
Oh, you're fun.
Thank you. You got
Oh,
another
you're,
hour left to go.
How many before?
Actually, there's about 4 or 5 minutes left.
Okay, should I do one last song and then
Encore,
possibly encore, or should I just do the
Yes.
encore right now?
Do one song and then an encore.
Okay,
In other words, 2.
got it. Okay.
Really crowded tonight.
Yeah, that's what we we like it.
Yeah.
We throw out all the rules, we throw out all this crap, and we
Okay.
have fun.
This next song is another fairly recent song. It's called "The Price of Angel Wings." I had not planned on you sharing in my darkness. I like the moth headed straight for your light. But now I've been touched by the grace of your brightness, captured in your gravity, unable to take flight. Boxing a shadow at night, staring at the sun, the alabaster of your neck, a black silk glove. Boxing a shadow at night, staring at the sun, the hellish price of angel wings was worth the heaven of my love. Indifferent to your fate, you took delight in falling, a shooting star from Pleiades, till spitting in the gloom. I tried so hard to shelter you from iniquity and darkness, but your eyes were wide open like a seraphim consumed. Boxing a shadow at night, staring at the sun, the alabaster of your neck, a black silk glove. Boxing a shadow at night, staring at the sun, the hellish price of angel wings is worth the heaven of my love. I don't quite know what to make of our misfortune, but I know I need for you to stay in my life. I feel like a monkey, all deaf, dumb, and blinded, or a tail in the wind that is tied to a kite. you.
Kevin Patrick McGee, let's hear it for him.
Thank you very much.
Encore, encore.
Whoa!
More. One more, come on.
More.
Yeah, you got it.
Whoa!
So, Kevin has been here before, and we are going to ask him to come on back in about 3 or 4 months. So what we do is we do have these features. In the next few weeks, we are not going to have any features. So if any of you would like to do a feature, please get in touch with me or contact me via email or something, and I'll try to book you. Okay. Next week, the feature is going to be David Cook and his son Noel. I don't know if you remember them, but David does a lot of really beautiful finger picking, and he plays good old Western tunes, not bluegrass, but the real deal. And his son Noel
Noah.
is he going to play stand-up bass, you think?
I don't know.
Well, the thing with Noah is he could be playing stand-up bass or mandolin or ukulele.
Cooper, by the way.
The kid can play anything. They're amazing, and because they're father and son, they are so genetically locked together. It's like a joy to listen to that. So please come for that. And I'd like to thank Kevin one more time, and let's give him a big round of applause.
Yeah.
And for an encore. Encore! Woo! Encore! Woo!
Thank you very much.
Locking the doors.
Nobody went to the farmer's market today. There's no fruit and vegetables up here, which is wonderful. Thank you very much. So this next one is my attempt at Bay Area bluegrass. I mean, coming from there, I should have no right to write any kind of country song or bluegrass song. For some reason, I'm a masochist, and said, "Yeah." This sort of just, again, came out of thin air. So I'm trying to imagine what some like guy from Kentucky would do singing this song. But anyways, it's called "You're the Cure." Okay, You're the Cure. You're the cure for what ails me, Dr. Love has told me so. You're the cure for what ails me, so I hate to see you go. You're the cure for what ails me, and I'll never find your like. When you told me you were leaving, I nearly fell right off my bike. Before we met, I was hopeless at love, and I'd only ever had bad medicine. But your good juju has got my demons on the run. An angel don't walk out the door again. You're the cure for what ails me, Dr. Love has told me so. You're the cure for what ails me, so I hate to see you go. You're the cure for what ails me, and I'll never find your like. When you told me you were leaving, nearly fell right off my bike. Too much of a good thing can be bad for you, but I've never ever had it quite so good. You know I can put you like cold turkey in the straw. Might as well leave me for dead out in the woods. You're my apple a day, you're my favorite vitamin. When I get a little taste of you, my hands stop their shaking. My organic drug of choice, you are hotter than hot springs. You are sweeter than a sugar pill, you make my heart just sing. You're the cure for what ails me, Dr. Love has told me so. You're the cure for what ails me, so I hate to see you go. You're the cure for what ails me, and I'll never find your like. When you told me you were leaving, nearly fell right off my bike. When you told me you were leaving, I nearly fell right off my bike. When you told me you were leaving, I nearly fell right off my bike. Yeehaw! Thank you very much, Kevin Patrick McGee. Please Google me and check out my music and like my Facebook page. Thank you so much. Good night.
Kevin Patrick McGee.
I'm trying to break 200. Come on, guys. Let me break 200.
So remember the Patrick distinguishes him from every other Kevin McGee in the universe.
There's some scary Kevin McGee's out there, so yeah.
You got to give the Irish credit. They sleep with anything, and they are populating the entire planet Earth. I've met so many Irish names, like in Arabia. You go to India, and you'll hear all these lovely Irish names because they go and they build the world. The Irish are still building. Like when the bridges were here, did you notice every Irish pub in San Francisco was full? Now the bridge project's over and it's all disappearing, right? So I went to Ireland, 32 up on Gary Boulevard. for their open mic a couple weeks ago, and there was absolutely nobody there. And
Really?
about 6 months before I went there, and the place was packed. You couldn't get in sideways. So thank God for the Irish workers who are building the world. Building the world. And they go to places that nobody wants to go, like Saudi Arabia. Build things in the desert. Coming up, next week, as I said, is David Cooper and Noel, his son Noel. The week after Noah. The week after that is Ian Alexander. The week after that, August 6th, we have nobody. On the 13th, we were going to have Ryan Casada. Ryan Casada has gone to New York and is with his family. He's dealing with a family crisis there. So he'll be there for a while. We don't know when he'll be back. So he may not make it that day. And we don't have anybody until August 27th, which will be Charles Haymarket. So we, after Ian, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks basically open for features.
I'll just feature all those weeks.
You're almost more than welcome, except we have a rule that you can't do it,
2 in a row.
We'll try to stretch it out to give other people a break. Otherwise, I would just turn this into the Mr. Natural Dog and Pony Show.
Which you should.
Which maybe.
I'd watch that.
So this is the point where we start the regular open mic. And normally, if we have lots of people and there's a big crowd here, I have a bunch of rules. But when we don't have a big crowd or it's small like this, I try to throw most of the rules out. Basically, I will say your name and you will come up here and you will sing approximately 2 songs or have about 10 minutes. Okay? 10 minutes is a lot of time. Most songs are 3.5 to 4 minutes, unless you've written a 15-minute song, at which point you only get half of your song out. And I'll be cutting you off after 10 minutes. But since there's nobody here, I'm probably pretty likely to let you just go on, right? As long as it doesn't be too late. We encourage people to sing along with people if they ask, and if they're inspiring you to please give your all to the performer. But otherwise, do not play along with them because you could screw them up if they're new. If they've never done it before and you play really well, you'll trip them up. So the idea is to listen to the artists and take the cue from them and do whatever you can do as an audience member to support the person that's up here. And especially if it's someone you've never seen before, be on your best behavior. Okay? We'll start out, Danny, by the way, you're up first. Because you have to get out of here. You left me a note that said I have to leave early. So we're going to bring Danny up first, Danny Ames, ladies and gentlemen, and then I will go around and greet each one of you while the person is up here and say you're next. And that's the time if you need to tune up. The bathroom is an excellent place, has great acoustics for tuning up, and you won't disturb anybody out here. And if you go outside and get past the door, I got no fingernails.
Hey, just don't drop your pig in the toilet.
Right. If you go outside and get like over here or on this side, we can't hear you as well, so you can always go out there and tune up and come in. And then just come in and wait attentively for your turn. Come up, do your thing, and then go back down. We discourage people from tuning up here because we've all heard that little Chinese song called Tuning, and it's boring. Tuning, it's boring. Unless it's a new kind of tuning. Charles often comes up with some great alternate tunings. We don't mind. Okay? So please, I'd like to introduce. Are you going already? I'd like to introduce, ladies and gentlemen, Danny Ames. Let's hear it for Danny.
So I'm going to play a song, Old Number 7, by Devil Makes 3. I kind of like this song. It's got fun lyrics, kind of dark lyrics, that, my brand new clothes came a second hand from the rich kid's store. Grew up fast, I guess I grew up mean. There's 1,000 things inside my head I wish I had seen. And now I just wander through a real bad dream, feeling like I'm coming apart at the seams. Thank you, Jack Daniels, all number 7. Tennessee whiskey got me drinking head, and the angels start to look good to me. They're gonna have to deport me to the fiery death. Oh, thank you, Jack Daniels, all number 7. Tennessee whiskey got me drinking head, and I know I can't stay here too long, 'cause I can't go a week without doing wrong, without doing wrong, without doing wrong, without doing wrong, without doing So I'm sitting as the bars will start to grow in roots, feeling like an worn out pair of shoes. All tell me what it is that I should do when I'm swimming in the liquor only halfway through. Watching his wings spread as wide as can be. Come on now and wrap them round me, 'cause all I want to do now is fall asleep. Come down here and lay next to me. Thank you, Jack Daniels, all number 7. Tennessee whiskey got me drinking in head, and up here the bottle never runs dry. You never wake up with those tears in your eyes. Thank you, Jack Daniels, all number 7. Tennessee whiskey got me drinking in head, and the aids start to look good to me. They're gonna have to deport me to the fiery depths, to the fiery depths, to the fiery depths, to the fiery depths, to the fiery
Danny, I have a question. Your ukulele is not a soprano. What is that?
baritone.
Baritone. And it's not tuned on C. I know the regular sopranos are tuned to C. What is that tuned to?
D, G, B, E.
So it's exactly like a guitar.
I don't have the E and the A.
Ah, right. So it's exactly the same tuning
Exact same
as
tuning.
the 4 top strings on the guitar. So all baritone ukuleles are
Very
tuned
portable
in G.
guitar.
In
Yeah.
G essentially.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a kick-ass sound. Thank you.
Cool.
Are like ukuleles are tuned in minor thirds, aren't they?
No, they're tuned.
That's a fourth higher normally.
Fourth.
So like
Still tuned in.
the other 3 brothers and sisters, whatever, are soprano, concert, and tenor.
Right.
I don't know what order they are. What's the tiniest one? And
There's
there's
the soprano, the alto, the tenor.
I don't know what the hell they
the
are. But I know
baritone,
there's,
yeah.
I know what they're called. But I can't tell you. But I can't remember what size.
But they're usually only 2 tunings, C and G, C and G, C and G, depending on the size.
Yeah. Fourth higher than this. Actually, most guitars are
Yeah, and the
fourth
strings
higher.
are tuned in fourths, just like on a guitar.
So.
Or
I can't always get stressed out there. This is the song that Kevin North is letting me play for you.
Oh.
Yay!
So, did I do?
So the author is
The author's in the room here.
Kevin North.
This guy right here. I'm actually gonna get my glasses. I'm not. I'm just using
That's where we need a separate camera, to get on the
You got to get the camera on the guy in the audience. Yeah.
So, I mean, I shouldn't need to look at it too much, but just in case I. My little security blanket. I don't think I need to, but I'll probably look cooler with these on too.
Yeah.
So I can warm up.
Now you're Professor
Yes.
Okay. Hello, welcome to the world we have today. Sometimes sunny, sometimes gray. It's been so long now, it's always been that way. It's so easy. shit. I don't like, my voice is kind of shaking. I don't know.
Want me to get you some water?
No, I just want to take a deep breath. You want a capo?
Want a shot of second
Next week.
Get on the joint.
Hello, welcome to the world you have today. Sometimes sunny, sometimes gray. It's been so long now, it's always been that way. I decided that I'm gonna turn it off. Constant diatribe of nothing but I want. Human morals, a mystery to me, oh, it ain't easy. It's never easy, 'cause I've had enough water, had enough hate, had enough death. The world's such a state, someone telling me the way that I should be, and all I get to see is people killing people. Wow, I'm really just, wow.
Right.
So, is, I don't know what that like. People killing people. People killing people. Okay, alright. Enough's enough. Picture this, a world without stuff. Race, religion, and borders, it ain't tough. It's so easy. It's so easy, 'cause I've had enough war, had enough hate, had enough death. The world's such a state. God, I'm just like botching the heck out of this. I'm sorry, Kevin. My God, I don't, you know, honestly, these I don't use these glasses. They're like too zooming in, and I'm screwing it up royal. Glasses.
It's the song's got tricky timing.
No, it doesn't. It's a fine song. Let me do a reset. It was okay, alright. Enough's enough. Picture this,
Okay.
a world without stuff. Race, religion, and borders, it ain't tough. It's so easy. It's so easy, 'cause I've had enough war, had enough hate, had enough death. The world is such a state. Someone telling me the way that I should be. All I get to see is people killing people. People killing people. La la la. People killing people. People killing people. Killing people. La la la. People killing people.
You got to do the second time.
People killing people. La la la. People killing people. People killing people. People killing people.
People killing people.
Killing people. Thanks for bearing through on that one. Well, I'm gonna do a standard whether you want to hear it or not.
Okay.
I'm gonna play the fucking Beatles song. Exile. Losing my head. Many years from now, where he's gonna send me Valentine, birthday greetings, bottle of wine. If I went out till 2:45, would you lock the door?
Better believe it, baby.
Will you still need me? Will you still need me when I'm 64?
I'm past that.
And if you say the word, I could stay with you. can knit the sweaters by the fireside. Sunday morning, go for a ride. Doing the garden, digging the weeds. Who could ask for more? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Woo! Every summer we can rent a cottage in the Isle of Wight. It's not too dim. We shall swim and sing. Grandchildren on your knee. Vera, Shook, and Dave. Send me a postcard, drop me a line, stating point of view. Indicate precisely what you mean to say. You're sincerely wasting away. Send me an answer, fill out a form, my forevermore. Will you still leave me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Woo!
Let's hear it for Danny Ames.
Thanks, guys. That was fun, actually.
Let's start for Bernie Sanders. Yay!
Yay! The burn.
So as you know, I'm a music teacher and I like to give performance advice. Danny did what we call chuckle fucking in the theater. Chuckle fucking is like yawning. If I yawn or I light up a cigarette, chances are all the rest of you will do it. It's kind of like contagious, right? So when you're up there and you make a mistake, the best thing is to stay stone-faced. Just start playing. Just keep playing the chords until your memory comes back, and then pick up. Because if you tell people that you made a mistake or you telegraph it, then they feel it, and then it travels around, right? It has more of an impact if you notice it or if you tell people that you're doing it than if they notice it. Another thing is endings. The ending of a song is the most important thing because it's what people whistle or hear when they go away. You can blow the whole middle of a song and people will have fun with it. But if you give it a big wha-ha at the end, that's what people will remember. So there's some performance advice. So now, ladies and gentlemen, the Sacred Grounds would like to sacrifice a virgin. We would like to bring up to the stage Michael. Please, warm round of applause for Michael.
Welcome to the altar.
You're for it now.
I just look like a virgin. I've been here before.
That's fine.
He's almost a virgin.
Looks like
I
that.
gotta stop shaving so much.
I can hear virgin.
You're the only ones who made that dirty. It's not. Anyways, my first name is Michael Ryan. I have two first names. My parents can't agree or can't spell. And he remembers me as Texas. He gave me the best Texas joke I've ever heard, and I've told it to everybody ever since.
Let's hear it.
Which is, if God owns hell in Texas, he lives in hell and rents out Texas. Anyways, I'm going to do a song, since we're a bunch of musicians and artists and things, I think y'all appreciate a song about not wanting to go to your day job.
Oh yeah.
I wrote this in my car on the way to work on a Monday. If you wonder how I wrote it while driving, I'm a really good driver. So it's called So-Called Life. I hope you guys like it. Strapped to the front seat, driving too fast, staring through the crack in the safety glass, hoping that what I see is better than my past. Miles of cars, even miles like mine, 729, just as late as I'm racing and praying that we don't fall behind. I think we'd find some peace of mind if we stop to ask why. Tell me why. I'm tired of the fight, tired of the grind. I'm tired from 9, tired till 5. I'm tired of this morning, tired of this evening time. I'm tired of the push, tired of the shove. I'm tired of giving in when I never get enough. I'm tired of your out pouring out, chasing gold mines. I'm so-called life. Ain't much been asked. Bust my ass for a broken back. Just enough for me. My fingers bleed on my aching feet. Ain't much choice, boys got to eat. So I'll do it all over again and again next week. There's no reason for this feeling. Why don't we all slow down? Tell me now, I'm tired of the fight, tired of the grind, I'm tired from 9, tired till 5, I'm tired of the morning, tired of sitting and trying. I'm tired of the push, tired of the shove, tired of giving in when I never get enough, tired of your eye for an eye, chasing gold mine. I'm tired of the so-called life, the so-called life, the so-called life. My mama taught me to work hard and my papa did the same. With aching backs and great big hearts, I guess that's how I'm made. But that don't mean that I don't need something more than this. 'Cause what I like is more than a little old life. I just want to live, just want to live, just want to live, just want to live. Try along with me, one. I just want to live, I just want to live, I just want to live, I just want to live. 'Cause I'm tired of the fight, I'm tired of the grind, I'm tired from 9 to 5 till 5, I'm tired of this morning, tired of the seething drive. I'm tired of the push, tired of the shove, tired of giving in when I never get enough, tired of your eye for an eye, chasing gold mine. I'm tired of the so-called life, the so-called life, the so-called life. Strapped into the front seat, driving too fast, staring through the crack in the safety glass, hoping that what I see is better than my past. Thank you.
Another drive.
Wow. What a nice song. So you wrote that and you did not create an accident. That's amazing.
I wrote that on 280 between the Highway 1 interchange and Hillsborough.
I'm surprised the traffic just didn't keep going fast.
So now they're all feeling good. I'm gonna hit you with a sad one. I'll end this on this song. Once again, thanks a lot for listening. If you guys like what you hear, I got some free CDs, little things. You can go to my Facebook page and there's a button that says free MP3s. You can download it there too. Or just come get a pic with my name on it so you don't forget who I am.
Right.
Or that I'm allegedly from Texas. So I hope you guys like this. This is pretty new stuff, and this is that song for when you find out that your ex has a new somebody. And this is my story. I hope you guys like it. It's called Coming Home. Thanks so much. 4 years for you and I. They come, they go, they don't fly by. We did our best, but I'm left here alone. You left me in a cold December, hardest month that I remember. For 7 months I've tried to carry on. Now you tell me unwillingly tonight you got another man to see, and I go crazy. 12 a.m. on a Thursday, standing out in front give it a little more time, 'cause I know she's coming home tonight. I tried to drive, I tried to sleep, but none of it's working for me. I couldn't catch your wing with this wet gaze. It's not as if I had a choice to stand here like some stupid boy, trying to get the girl that got away. You know we were made for each other, so why we gotta let it hurt? It drives me crazy. 1 a.m. on a Thursday, standing down in front of your driveway, waiting to say everything you need to know. I'm sorry if I hurt you, baby. I never have a shovel at your lane. If you get in the car right now, I'll drive us home. Way back yet, just give it a little more time, 'cause I know she's coming home tonight. Cold, shaking with shivering bones. I can't leave, no, I can't go. You'll be home soon, I know for sure, and I'll be right here at her door to tell her you ain't gotta run anymore. Finally, I pick up the phone. It's 3 a.m. on Thursday. I'm standing out in front of your driveway, waiting to say everything you need to know. I'm sorry if I hurt you, baby. I never had to show that you leave. If you get in the car right now, I'll drive us home. Way back, yeah, we're running out of time, and I know you ain't coming home tonight. Thank you, I'm my favorite.
Nice. Such emotion.
Let's hear it for Michael one more time. Buck needs a microphone, right? Just got to sing as big as Texas. So now I'd like to welcome to the stage somebody that you already know as a composer, and you heard Danny sing one of his songs. Let's welcome to the stage Kevin North, ladies.
Thank you. Half your voice. Woo! Yeah. Well, I never thought it'd be so long since anybody wrote a song about this great city where I reside. Well, it's the best place that I know, apart from when I don't want to go. Want to stay here, I don't want to cry. I said, hey, my, San Francisco, never die. Place I love, place I want to see. I said, hey, my, San Francisco, never die. Place I love, place I want to stay. Off when the fog comes rolling, and I can't see. Hey! Well, it wasn't too long before I found out got the park, you got the beach and sea. And the Google bus runs every day, and that's why I've got nowhere to stay. But I'm clinging on, and I hope it'll turn out fine. I said, hey, hey, my, San Francisco never dies. Please, I love you, please, I want to stay. Oh, yeah. I said, hey, hey, my, San Francisco never dies. Please, I love you, please, I want to stay. Apart from all these evictions, rents are crazy! Hey! Well, with a chance to relocate and a little love from the Golden Slate, I'm hanging till Friday on the stone. And that's music from the sacred place, so I love to feel that warm embrace. You ain't waving me goodbye. I said, hey, my, San Francisco never dies. Please, I love, please, I want to stay. I said, hey, my, San Francisco never dies. Please, I love, please, I'm gonna stay. Yeah, where you go? Woo! I said, hey, my, San Francisco never dies. Place I love, place I want to stay. One more time. Hey, hey, my, San Francisco never dies. Place I love, place I want to stay. Woo!
Cheerful tune as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it, ain't you?
Yeah.
Positive vibes.
That's right. Just skipping to the gallows, as you say.
Yeah. I've never done this one before and I'm nervous about it. Singing out loud from the heart of America. Don't let them put a crazy spell on you, an eye for an eye. No way of telling you, don't think that's wrong. Your mom was telling you that if dad bought you a rifle on your birthday, that ain't no way. Take another way home. Singing out loud from the heart of America. Don't listen to stuff they're telling you. Right at their arms ain't so relevant. The war is over. Tell your government, tell them now. Time for a minute, time to rise up. No more guns. Oh, yeah. No more guns. Oh, yeah. No more guns. No more guns. Begging you now, have a heart in America. Don't listen to the stuff they're telling you. The right to bear arms ain't so relevant. The war is over. Tell the president, tell him now. Time for amendment, time to rise up. Oh, no more guns. Whoa, yeah. No more guns. Whoa, yeah. No more
Wow.
All time those edgy songs.
Kevin North, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Kevin North.
Nice.
about Texas, let's bring up another good old boy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Charles Haymark. I love Texans who leave Texas.
Some of us get the hell out.
Yeah, some of you get the hell out, and it's been a godsend for us.
Well, I had to follow Kevin, so I went and took a quick lesson.
Lesson, yeah.
Squeeze the lesson in. So I could do it. You know, people always say, Charles, why do you play so rough?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you do something nice and easy? Well, I never ever do anything nice and easy. I like to play it rough. So the first part of the song is going to be nice and easy. The second part's rough because I didn't really fucking practice it. So.
Well, it's dark and edgy, you know?
Childhood mind, yeah, the stir that's around me the whole time. I've seen what you've seen, I've been to where you've been. I go in there, just years behind you somewhere. See you by your window gazing, across the horizon haze, all the memories, black and white, yeah, they fade. Pastel shades of gray. Now lift up your face. I go in there, just to be behind you somewhere. Someone's watching out. I've seen what you've seen. I've been where you've been. I was right behind you. I almost know by heart. I saw just years behind you was all. Don't seem so far. Once traveled, I know we've all got to go our lives. It's time's constant ebb and flow. Can only use watch you go. I go with you there, just years behind you somewhere. Someone's watching out. I've seen what you've seen. I've been where you've been. I was right behind you. I must know by heart what your eyes saw. Just years behind you was all. I tried hard to appreciate, did my best to reciprocate, able to alleviate our pressure. It fades to pastel shades of gray, but I'm finally able to remember every color today. Hey, I'm finally able to remember every color today. Thank God I'm finally able to remember every color today. Yeah, I'm finally able to remember every color today.
I was thinking 8 ball of color today, but it's call it a day.
No, I snorted the 8 ball and then I mixed it with the jack. Lyrics are funny things. send this out to my lovely Jennifer, watching on TV. I gaze into the pools of your brown eyes. I know that I was born to love you, but I hold you close and feel you sigh. I know another dream has come true, and I dreamed you before I met you. 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 I'll find you anywhere you are. In this world or in the next, like a faded and fateful fairy tale. Orpheus, your head is for your red sea. I dreamed you before I met you. 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 Watch where the sky six long to happen. Walking in the bud, so smell like a bee. Let us plain to see ancient time. The pain of love is the pain of life. Ain't a pain like having above it all. I hear you call, I hear you call.
Hey,
And I dreamed you before I met you.
met you.
I dreamed you before I met you. I dreamed you before I met you. I dreamed you before I met you. Yeah.
Not the house guitar.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away.
Let's hear it for Charles Haymark and one more time. And hello, Jennifer. I hope it's good weather in the Philippines. By the way, his wife Jennifer is in the Philippines, and it is actually tomorrow there. I know it's kind of right. It's tomorrow. It's Friday there.
Friday about 11 in the morning.
Friday at 11 in the morning. So send me the lotto ticket numbers.
Dibs.
So I would like to So ladies and gentlemen, enough of this sausage fest. Let's get some ladies up here and get a little, a little estrogen in the room here for a while. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of the most darling little ladies I know, Lotus Blossom.
I feel better already.
Yeah. I was planning to do this with, some other stuff happening at the same time, but the other stuff didn't happen. So I'm still gonna do it.
Do it all.
They're old favorites, shall we say.
Body tingles, mind mingles with the stars on high. Could it be that dreams come true by and by? Well, when you were little, you were raised on dreams of life and love. You've been praying, gently swaying toward the heavens above. Oh, but it's been a long, such a long time. Are some of those old dreams still alive? Although it's been such a long, long time. Are your dreams the same ones as when you were a child? Are they growing stronger, or have they just gone wild? Lots of people saying that those old dreams don't come true anymore. Well, California dreaming don't make a fool of you. Oh, it's been a long, long, it's been a long, long Dave, you're the reason I still believe in dreams. Are you an illusion or everything you seem? We can build our dreams together, although they're so torn. We can mend them, nearly tend them, although they're so torn. It's been a long, 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 such a long time. Keep some of those crazy dreams alive. Even though it's been a long I would love if anybody would like to accompany me on the blues.
I had an accompanist who
The
did
blues or the flutes?
What key?
Blues in E.
In E?
Blues in E, yes. It's one I've sung many times, and I really love having full background going on. It makes it so much more interesting, and I add a.
We got a man for a jam right back here.
Yeah, man for the jam.
Man for the jam. Here he comes.
Alright, here we go. Okay, it deviates a little bit from standard blues, like it stays in E longer sometimes, you know.
I'll
Okay.
sing back. You lead the way. I'll follow
Alright.
you.
Alright.
EAB.
Come with me, my natural bakery. I got plenty clean customers. You can have all you want for free. I believe I tell you how much butter my honey is the sweetest thing ever made by big red swan. I can take it down a little all the way. Grind it up, mix them up real sweet. Pop them in my oven, comes out moist. My banana bread smells like rain. Believe it or not, girl, I'm a natural born baker. My bread's natural as can be. Yeah. Made without preservatives. Not one trace of VHD. I wouldn't think about honey for you. Let me tell you about my gingerbread now. Dark and moist and spicy honey. Simply gotta see it now. You respond for me, I see. Life is at its best. Gotta see to satisfy, yeah. Take right in my honey. No need to be shy, 'cause those cakes are special. And a lot of fun. The whole way to the honey, where the butter's coming from. Now play what? Now my rumble is yummy. You can't eat this one. Gotta come run back another one when the first one is done. I know how to mix 'em. I know how to leave that bread. Guaranteed cover. Yeah, gotta be well fed. So what if you come up singing time? Yeah. I'm a natural bakery. I got me plenty customers, they pay them. You can have all you want for free. One more time now. I said now I got plenty paying customers. They pay bills, honey. You can have all that you want. It's on me.
Yeah. hear it one more time for Lotus, everybody. Yeah. Do you have a website or anything where you have your stuff? Don't have a website.
Yeah, I need.
Another person who does not have Facebook. It's just the two of us against the world. You'll have to come here. I have a hard time pronouncing your name, so now we have another newbie here who hasn't been here I haven't seen her before, and I'm having a hard time pronouncing her name, so I will let her announce herself. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. Isol. Yeah, you got too many letters in your name. Isol. Isol, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Isol.
I prepared one song for you guys, but I'll come back next time.
Oh, sure, no, please.
This song I wrote, it's called The Beginning, and it's about wanting to start all over again. And by the way, I don't sing, so it's just instrumental, so.
Good.
Okay, alright, here I go.
Let's hear it for Isol. I've written her name down phonetically in Chicago spelling, so I can pronounce it next time. So I would like to welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, a hippie rapper.
Yeah!
James, you're next. Okay. And then you, Josh. Thank you.
Alright, the first one is not completed because I haven't left San Francisco yet, but this is my experience in San Francisco so far. I think it's called Appreciate the Hate. Or Appreciate the Fucking Hate.
That's better. That's more us. Yeah.
That's more me, you
Yeah.
know. Alright, here we go. Spent my summer in 2015 escaping from my home of Slab City. So where's a place for a rapper like me? I heard San Fran is the place to be.
Yeah.
So once again I am on the street. Of course I have to find some weed. So I went to the motherfucking hate, found some dank at Golden Gate. So I'm sitting at Golden Gate, smoking blunts and feeling great. Then night comes, and out comes the cold and mist. Living in the desert, I'm not used to this. Now I gotta find a place to sleep. Walking for hours, looking for an alley. Walked around till 1:45. How many spots did I find? None. Then I found a dark place to crash. Smoked some bud, knocked out my ass. I wake the next morning, what do I see? The ranger headquarters looking at me. I have to clean up my shit fast before those motherfuckers ticket my ass. Cleaned up my shit in a hurry, backed on the hate, nothing to worry. Now it's time for me to do what I like. Spit some shit at some open mics. The sacred ground hosted by the natural. Going down at Cafe International. There was one fucking crazy day. I looked on the ground and I found a J. I broke it apart and I rolled up a split. Then I fucking started to trip. Holy shit, I'm tripping. Feeling like Janis Joplin out here tripping on the hate. Man, I fucking love this place. Appreciate the hate. Appreciate the hate. Appreciate the motherfucking hate. That's all I got. Yeah! Alright. Now this one is a kind of old one. It's a shorty. But about a year ago, there was a friend of mine, well, I thought he was a friend of mine, and pretty much fucking stabbed me in the back. So this song is what you would want to say to anybody that stabbed you in the back. Pretty much. It's called Open Up Your Eyes. Look at you, piece of shit. Hypocrite, you disgrace the human race. Look at me, knife in the back. How much more can my back take? Dealing with all these cowards and fakes. I don't know how you were raised. I was raised to do unto others. I guess you were raised to screw unto others. Every time it hits me like smack. Look at that, I got a knife in my back. Fuck you and your backstabbing ways. You're living in a haze. Too damn delusional to realize all the fucking lies. Open up your eyes. Open up your eyes, you fucking coward. Open up your eyes, you fucking coward. One thing is fucking true. I fucking hate you. My blood spraying all over the place, covering every inch of your face. But you will never clean it off. You are forever scarred because you are a fucking coward. Open up your eyes, you fucking coward. Open up your eyes, you fucking coward. Fuck you and your backstabbing ways. You're living in a haze. Too damn delusional to realize all the fucking lies. Open up your eyes. Open up your eyes, you fucking coward. Open up your eyes, you fucking coward. Okay.
Wow.
Thank you guys.
Graham, ladies and gentlemen. And now, a storyteller, a wordsmith who has been reading from his novel. I don't know what you're on chapter what now?
28. Sir.
28 times. So please welcome to the stage James Conrad, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Woo, James.
And Josh will be up.
Alright, so my name is James Conrad, and I published a novel called Zorro Cleans House, study of institutionalized racism, you know, and basically, well, I'm not going to spoil it, but it's about an accused murderer who becomes a murderer. So we'll see how this all plays out. And for now, we have episode 28 of Zurdo Cleans House. The second that the door to Zurdo's cell in the solitary wing was locked, he stretched out on the floor and retreated into his memories until he drifted off to sleep. Several hours later, he awoke and practiced his karate for a few hours more, then lay back down for a rest, dozing off with a smile, content that for once he had some time to himself, only to be awoken by an abrupt knock at his cell door. "Time for lunch, man," said Torres, a lean but wiry Hispanic guard with whom Zurdo had become friendly, as he handed Zurdo a plate with a generous cut of prison loaf and a glass of lukewarm and somewhat cloudy water through the hatch in his cell door. "By the way," said Torres as he peered into Zurdo's cell through the hatch, "he'll live, but he's not going to walk again and he can't remember anything." "Oh well," said Zurdo with a flat expression, not even batting an eyelash as he set his meal on the floor in front of him. "Just between you and me, I'm proud of you for what you did. I've had plenty of my own troubles with that crazy motherfucker, and I've got the scars to prove it." "I believe you," said Zurdo, taking a stoic bite of the bland, barely edible excuse for food that he had been served and choking it down with a sip of water. "Oh, so I don't forget," said the guard, sticking up his index finger and turning to reach for the manila file folder he had set at his side for a moment. "I wanted to make sure you got these." He passed the folder to Zurdo through the hatch. Inside were the drawings that Josefina had created and sent to him. "Thanks," said Zurdo. "Who drew all those?" asked the guard. "That shit looks hella good." "My sister. She's talented, man. You should be proud." "Yeah," said Zurdo with a fond smile. "Glad I was able to get them to you." "Me too," said Zurdo. "Thanks. Good looking out." He and Torres bumped fists together. "Anyway, I'll see you soon," said Torres and closed the hatch. Several days later, while Zurdo was in the middle of practicing his karate, the hatch in his cell door opened. "Psst. Hey, Zurdo," whispered Torres, "I've got something for you." Zurdo moved toward the door of his cell and stooped down as Torres passed a book and a small keychain flashlight through the hatch. He shined the flashlight on the front cover and read the title. "Papillon," he said. "I saw it at a tag sale last weekend," said Torres. "I thought about you. Figured it'd be something to keep you going. I hope you like it. It's about a guy trying to escape from prison." "Yeah, I know. I saw the movie when I was 13. Me and my brother Javier watched it." Zurdo burned with a quick twinge of sadness over his brother's death and then looked back at Torres. "Thanks a lot, man," he said with a grateful smile. "I appreciate it." "No problem," said Torres and closed the hatch. After Torres left, Zurdo curled up in a corner, opened the book, shined the flashlight over the pages, and read for the next 5 hours, working his way through over 200 pages, feeling less alone in the world as he lost himself in the story of Henri Charrier's unjust imprisonment and quest for freedom. After he marked his place with a dust jacket, he stretched back and once again retreated into the memories of the happier days of his youth until he fell asleep with a smile of a free man on his face. Thank you. So, I have some sad news to report, and I've spoken with a few of you one-on-one about recent tragic events. Yesterday morning, I found out that somebody who actually performed on this stage, I think within the last year, I don't know if any of you knew him, a fellow named Christopher James LaFond passed away in a tragic accident. And so I just thought it was really the only decent thing to do to dedicate this song to him. This is an old song that was written by Mike Settle, and it was sung by Kim Carnes on the soundtrack to the film Vanishing Point, and it's called Nobody Knows. My eyes were open, I was reading every line. Somehow I lost my place in the book of life. Was I looking after Jesus? Was he looking after me? Before I found the answer, Lord, I parted company. Well, nobody knows, nobody sees, till the light of life stops shall receive? Who knows the answers? Who shall be free? What is the question? And where's the rhyme? Who's gonna testify for me when I die? Yeah. Nobody knows, nobody sees, till the light of life stops burning, till another soul goes free. Nobody knows, nobody sees, till the light of life stops burning, till another soul goes free. Thank you, folks. And once again, I'm James Conrad. Great night tonight, a lot of cool people. Back to you, Mr. Natural. Enjoy the show, everyone out there in the video internet land thingy. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, everybody out there in my country.
You on the web of nets.
And now this gentleman has come from way down south. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Joshua.
Thank you very much, appreciate it. It's funny, I met John S. Hall from King Missile. I don't know if anybody's a King Missile fan.
Oh, yeah!
And I gave him a fake $5 bill, like a $5 bill from Monopoly. When I was watching him perform, I just handed it to him. And he goes, oh, thank you. And he put it in his pocket. And I asked him after the show, I said, oh, do you still have that $5 bill I gave you? And he goes, I don't perform with things in my pockets. Ever since I met John S. Hall, I don't perform with things in my pockets. I just can't, in a certain sense. And I guess what I'm saying is everybody has a moment of inspiration. And for me, that was a moment of inspiration when I met someone that I truly appreciated, a poet, a musician, and of course I was being like kooky or weird or something, but it also propelled this kind of beauty in my life to think, maybe I'll take that with me or something, or I'll become an entity of a meaning from it. This is a vulture's kiss, and I have a few poems, if you will. I'll present it. Tiger Forest panel, oval underground brush for two, Sirius the cross with a scent of alpha mint. Safety first, use a forward pull. Behind my eyes is a crusted surface with one less screw and an afro lost in palmolive white. Seconds turn right as our alphabet disappears. Stop, I have another partial consumption upon dialing my chin. Strap away, sand shall quicken as shadows fasten. Metal enjoys the concept of attack if I bother first. King Clark lets me caress such coarse lips out of place. The drool has ended our crayon-painted leaves. This is a song. It's titled, I Am the Producer of Britney's New Record. I am the producer of Britney's new record. And it's kind of a remix song thing, so it's got to be recorded. And anyways, it's funny. I thought I'd present it. Plus, my intellect is so kind of like profuse in itself. It's like impossible to remember half the material that I wrote and what have you. Nonetheless, this is lyricism as well. Bury your booklets and photos of Constance as I desire compact disc players that don't play broken songs about my broken heart. And I thought that was interesting because I wrote it, I'm just working with time right now. Like, bury your booklets and photos of Constance as I desire compact disc players. Like, I'm wishing for something. I'm also attributing this concept that, like, tomorrow, if you will, or like the future of like your collective identity is history in a certain sense. I think I wrote that with a sense of emotional integrity as well. Anyways, this is my classic, my claim to fame, my internal voice these days, if you will, sincerely signature. And it's a simple poem. It's actually a photographic poem. I am framing you, framing me right now. I am framing you, framing me right now. I am framing you, framing me right now. I am framing you, framing. It's good. It works in this venue. I am framing you, framing me right now. Framing you, framing me, framing you, framing me, framing you, framing me, framing you, framing me, framing you, framing me right now. I am 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 framing you, framing me right now, right now, framing you, framing me right now. Thank you.
I'll take that.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's hear it for Joshua one more time. Well, this is the end of our open mic. I'm your host, Mr. Natural, and I'm also a music teacher. And so sometimes what I like to do is come here and give a little lesson. So today I'm going to play a song you've all heard me play in the past. Wow.
Are you gonna play Edelweiss?
No.
Okay.
No, I no German. Edelweiss. No, thing. Oh my God.
You see Edelweiss? Just trying to guess.
I'm sorry, but when it's not my guitar, way out.
I know that one. That's tuning.
That's the tuning. That's the little Chinese song that I always try to avoid. But that's the one that's really off. 440. Yeah, that's right. 440. I'm counting the frequency.
Depends if you're going about 40.
So this is a blues song, and the thing about the blues is the blues always starts out with 4 1 chords. Then it goes to a 4 chord. Then it comes back to the 1 chord, goes to a 5 chord, and then back to the 1 chord. I'm going to play A, D, that's our 4 chord, back to the A again, to an E7, back to the A. Now here's the lesson. The lesson is, if you want to make the blues sound really cool, you have to make it dirty. You have to filthy it up. Now, I don't mean that by cussing or swearing. I mean you really need to learn how not to play so clean. And so one of the things is if people play a lovely little A chord like this, okay? But a good blues player would do this. We would play bad notes and pull them into good notes. Another thing is to set up your A below and go, right? You heard that? Also in one of the Beatles songs they go, I think I love you. Right? And again, another trick is instead of playing A, to make it sound dirtier, play an A7. And instead of the D, play a D7. So you see by moving some fingers around, adding notes that shouldn't be there, and then taking those notes away and putting in the notes that are there, that's what we call dirtying up the song. Another thing is when people sing, they'll often sing like this. I ain't no Iceman, I ain't no Iceman's son. I ain't no Iceman, I ain't no Iceman's son. But I'll keep you plenty of cool, babe, until that Iceman comes. Now I'll dirty it up a little bit. I ain't no woodman, I ain't no woodman's son. I ain't no woodsman, I ain't no woodsman's son. make you a cord of wood, babe, until that woodman comes. I ain't no stove man, I ain't no stove man, son. No, I ain't no stove man, I ain't no stove man, son. But I'll keep you plenty of warm, babe, until that stove man comes. Got it? Now, there's a thing called growling. I ain't no preacher, son. I ain't no butcher. I ain't no butcher. I ain't no butcher's son. I ain't no butcher. I ain't no butcher's son. But I'll furnish you plenty of meat, babe, until that butcher comes. Now there's a thing known as sliding. I ain't no milkman. I ain't no milkman, son. I ain't no milkman, son. I ain't no milkman. I ain't no milkman, son. But I'll furnish you plenty of cream, babe, until that milkman comes. I ain't no pirate, I ain't no pirate, hun. I ain't no pirate, I ain't no pirate, hun. But if you show me all your treasures, then I'm gonna steal me some. If you show me all your treasures, then I'm gonna steal me some. So you can see playing perfectly and playing well, it's not a good idea. And I often get classically trained people in, and the first thing I do is, every time they make a mistake, it's like they just put their hands in caca. You know, it's like, woo! And I go, like, you gotta get loose, man. You gotta, and I encourage them to make mistakes. Then you take those mistakes and you twist them and add a little something to them, and all of a sudden it sounds like that's what you mean. Okay? And it helps liven it up a little bit. So that was I Ain't No Iceman by a guy named Cow Davenport. It was the first blues song ever recorded on a Thomas Edison old one of those little round wax discs. First thing ever recorded in 1926. Okay, now this is a song I play every night to say good night and to thank you all for coming here. It's just simply called Thankful. I'm thankful for your smile. I'm thankful for your wink, that little twinkle in your eye. I'm thankful for the music in your soul. When I'm feeling incomplete, you make me whole. I'm thankful for your touch, the little things you do and say that always mean so much, like being here and always being true. For this and so much more, I thank you. I'm thankful for your fire. You see, the passion of your spirit never ceases to inspire me. I'm thankful for this moment that we share, and for a chance to let you
know I care. So when you feel like no one wants you, know that you're my lucky star. Everybody, and I am thankful for you, just the way you are.
That was dirtying up that last chord. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming Thursday evening. Next week, David Cooper and his son Noel, you will get a kick out of these guys. They're like genetically connected at the hip. And they have just absolutely the most amazing rhythmic things that they'll do for us. So until then, for all you atheists, God bless. For all you existentialists, get over yourself. Till then, good night.
Good night.